Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday. This is JoAnna Sacco, your mindset coach. I am going to talk to you today about how you can't pour from an empty cup. Have you guys ever heard that expression? I'm sure you have, right? Nothing revolutionary here. This is like a time-old thing, but I feel like we need to be reminded about it. So, what does it mean to pour from an empty cup? Literally, you have your cup, it's empty, you're pouring, there's nothing coming out. So you need to be doing things every day to be refilling your own cup so then you can pour from it into life, into your business, into your friendships, your relationships, your career, your health. If you have nothing in your cup, you cannot pour into any of those buckets, any of those other things that we just talked about. So what are some things that you can do to refill your own cup? What are some things that you can do for self-care? So when you think about self-care, I feel like there's this floofy kind of like idea of somebody going to the spa and getting their manicure and getting their hair done and their nails done and like all those things. And sure, those things are nice if that's what fills your cup. But to me, there's so much more to filling your cup that you can do on a daily basis that is so much more meaningful and less expensive, because ain't nobody going to the spa every day, right? That's just not realistic. So what are some things that you can do day to day to kind of recharge, to electrify yourself, to restore your own well-being? Because let's face it, you're pouring into everybody else's buckets and cups like all the time, right? You got so many different people and things and focuses in your life that all of your stuff is just getting poured into. So what can you do to pour into yourself? So one of the things that you can do is go outside and be in nature. Nature is one of the most grounding things that you can go and do and just relax and take it all in. Breathe in the fresh air. Get that vitamin D, right? Vitamin D is so crucial. Most of us who live in the northern hemisphere are deficient in vitamin D. So go and be in the sunshine. Like take deep breaths. Restore your body. Let that fresh air heal you. Let the ground and the trees and the ocean, whatever your environment is, just look at it and see what you can learn from it. I love the trees personally because they have these deep roots and they stand tall and they stand straight and they sway and there's winds and all these different things, but they're steadfast, right? So I just love going out for a walk in the woods and just looking at the trees and listening to the wind rippling through their leaves or their branches. Having a lazy day. Hi, Tamina. Yeah, having a lazy day. Sometimes you just need that. Sometimes self-care looks like laying on the couch and binge watching on Netflix, or doing nothing, or taking a nap, or taking a bath and listening to calming music. There's so many different things that you can do. So what is it that really re-energizes you and refills your cup? So there's people who are introverts and people who are extroverts. So people who are introverts actually gain their energy from being by themselves. So their cup is filled when they're by themselves. So curling up, in bed or outside or on your couch, reading a good book, or having a warm cup of tea, or just snuggling up with a pet or a loved one, or listening to your favorite music, something that you can do for yourself that brings you joy, that you're passionate about, that you're happy about. Those are things that you can do. And if you're an extrovert, classically, you kind of draw your energy from being around others. So you can go and do something with other people. So self-care doesn't have to be you alone, at the spa, or you alone in a bathtub or something like that. You can go on a date with your significant other. Go to a movie with your best friend. Go on a walk with your best friend. Take one of your kids and go do something that you both enjoy to do. So self-care can look so different for different people. And I think figuring out whether you're an introvert or an extrovert will really help you figure out how to refill your own cup so then you can continue pouring into other people's cups and other buckets. I like to call them buckets because, we do have these other, we have careers and our health and relationships and friendships and travel and all these things that are pulling us in different directions. So what are you, an introvert or an extrovert? Let us know. And if you're watching the replay, just say #replay and let us know. So I personally am an introvert. So I draw my energy from being alone. I have 4 kids and it's like everybody's always needing something and my energy is always being pulled in a million different directions. And on the weekends, I'm like there's still stuff to do and there's still, obligations and parties and, things. I love my family. Don't get me wrong. I love going on hikes with them and, doing all these different fun things with them. But I just need to be alone. Just 2 hours alone is a huge gift to me. And I can take a nap or just read a book or lay in a tub or do something that, that just literally fills me up and just gives me more energy so then I can continue going the rest of the week. Have you read the children's book, Filling Your Buckets? Yes, Tamina. I love, love, love that book. So doing something nice for somebody else, filling other people's buckets can also fill your own bucket and fill your own cup. So my son's school, actually that's their whole philosophy is be a bucket filler. Don't dip other people's buckets, fill their buckets. So yes, we love that book. We love that philosophy around here for sure. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that. So make sure that you carve aside some time for self-care, whatever that may look like. And again, it doesn't have to be this big, crazy, long, full day, expensive, retreat or spa day. I mean, hey, if you can do that, awesome, go for it. That's amazing. But every day, if you can even take, okay, I'm going to say it, this may sound crazy to a lot of you, 10 minutes. 10 minutes. I know that seems scary to me. 10 minutes seems like a long time to be taken for myself. But if I don't take that 10 minutes for myself every day, whether it's to journal or to do my affirmations or just to breathe, sometimes just taking deep breaths and focusing on tension in my body, okay, if I'm clenching up, if I'm tightening my jaw, I know there's stress. I know I need to release that because if I'm in this clenched state, then guess what? Nobody's getting the best version of me. My kids aren't. My clients aren't. My house isn't. My husband isn't. My friends aren't. So those 10 minutes are precious to spend on figuring out what you need to be the best version of yourself. So then you can go and be the best version for other people too. So I just wanted to talk about that today because it's Sunday and I feel like Sunday is a really good day to take time for self-care if you don't do it on the daily. So if you don't practice self-care on the daily, at least do it once a week and then increase it, do it twice a week. And then the following week, do it maybe 3 times a week and 4 times a week. So 10 minutes a day, that's what I want to challenge you guys to of self-care. And start out slow if you need to. It's okay. It's okay. All right, guys. Thanks so much for being on. Again, if you like my videos, please share them with a friend or add a friend to my Mindset Mentoring group. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.